it's apology day. Here's what we got today. First of all, I am going to go under 6 minutes today. This is going to be an apology video. This is going to be a quick draft video, and this is going to be a recommendation video. So let's go. Ready? 1, 2. I can't even count. Okay. Apology, Joe Douglas. This year, I've come to the conclusion last night as I was watching the Seattle Seahawks completely crumble, and then Wilson throw that wonderful 2-point conversion interception, that I've come to the conclusion that there's a lot of shitty decisions that are made in the NFL. And one guy that's not making too many shitty decisions is Joe Douglas, besides field goal kicker Joe. But you take your friggin' time. I got to get off that too. So the bottom line is that it's apology time, because I came to the conclusion that this season, what's really bothering me, the Jet fan, forget about you guys right now, because you're not that important in my life. Not when it comes to trying to survive in this brain. I think about you afterwards, but right now it's about me. And what's bothering me so much about the Jets right now is visual. It's all visual. It's blown out by the Patriots. It's blown out by this one. It's the rushing yardage given up with fields of grass. Like I mentioned, Julie Andrews running in The Sound of Music, just running with nobody around, right? Just galloping, nobody around, and all of a sudden the Jet would show up. It's all visual what's bothering me, because it can't be record, because realistically, it looks like the Jets are going to finish 4-13, 5-12, God forbid 6-11, right? But let's say 5-12 for now, right? They win 2 out of their last 6. 5-12, okay? That's over what Vegas picked, right? What Vegas had them for? 3.5, 4.5? I don't even know. It's better than last year. So it's the way it happened. It's the fact that our rookie quarterback isn't some shiny Cadillac, that he's acting like a damn rookie, damn it. That's a lot of nerve on him, right? And we as Jet fans are acting like Jet fans. And I'll take the responsibility for me, okay? I'm acting like a Jet fan, okay? And at some point, you got to look at this and say to yourself, wait a second. 5-12 was pretty much a little better than what most experts thought. Numero uno. Number 2, 4 draft picks, probably in the top 45 next year. This draft. I keep hearing people saying, well, right now it's 3 and 4. The Seattle pick is 3 and we're 4, but let's be realistic. It'll probably be something like 6 and 9. No, it won't. It can't be. The worst case scenario, the way I look it up, the worst case scenario is 6 and 7. Unless one of the 5-win teams, the teams that have 5 wins right now, just lose every single game and we win every single game. No, not win every single game. We end up going 500 to finish the season, and one of those 5-win teams loses every single game. Because if you count the teams with 4 wins all the way down to 0, the Lions, right? There's 7 teams. I'm not counting the teams up to 3 wins to 0. That would be us and not including anybody above us. Realistically, I'm giving the teams that are above us by a game possibly being below us, okay? And that's 7 teams, okay? So right now it works out like this. You have the Giants at 4 and 7. You have the Bears at 4 and 7. You have the Jets at 3 and 8. The Seahawks at 3 and 8. The Texans 2 and 9. The Jaguars 2 and 9. And the Lions at 0 and 10 and 1. Okay? So that's 7 teams. So the worst case scenario in my book, that even if the Bears and Giants, let's say, whatever, and they play each other, and they play the Seahawks too, it gets better than that. So the bottom line is, in my book, is that 6-7 pick is probably the worst case scenario. You look at the Panthers currently at 5 and 7, okay? And that pick, worst case scenario, 44, 43, 45. So if you go with 45, you got 4 picks in the first 4. That's a pick almost every 10 slots to start out the season. The only thing I don't want Joe to do, and maybe it's me and maybe I'm being selfish because I'm getting old. It's almost bye-bye time, okay? The only thing I don't want Joe to do is trade picks for next year. If he wants to trade down a little bit, I prefer not to. I want stars. You got your chance here to get some superstars, a couple of them at least. Grab the superstars, but don't trade for next year. Let's get this thing going, okay? Enough of this bullshit next year stuff. Let's roll, okay? So, again, there's the draft. What are we up to? 5 minutes and 31 seconds. I'm not going to make it. So the bottom line is that's it. That's it in a nutshell. We are looking fantastic. We're in really, really good shape. It's visual that's driving us crazy. We don't like the way it happened. We're not 0-13 or, like last year at this point, okay? It's visual. We didn't like that 5-game stretch that was just as ugly as you can remember, okay? But now between the competition and us finding our footing a little bit on defense, it's not. I think the days of getting blown out like that are possibly over, but we'll find out week 16 against the Bucs. Okay? Now, recommendation time. I recommend a Jet X Factor. I don't recommend other websites. Okay? I recommend a Jet X Factor. Joe Blewett, I believe his name is, he's fantastic, man. He breaks down plays. He does a great job. I'm recommending another guy for you. He's a little more fun, okay? He's got a real high personality. Maybe not a guy that I would watch in the past, but I get a kick out of, and he really, really does love the Jets, and I got to give that to him. He's a sincere Jet fan. I'm sure there's a couple of you guys, he may not be your cup of tea kind of guy because he's not this little intellectual that sits behind there and talks like that. He's and his name is Jake Asman, I think it is, Asman, okay? One less S than Kramer has on his license plate. There's a good way to remember it. Okay? I'd recommend him. He's really, I enjoy listening to him. I really, really enjoy listening to him. He's just such a Jet fan, and you can't, you can't beat that, And he does a good job, he does a good job with his site. I got to give him credit. He does a really good job with his site. So there's a guy for you. There's two. With that said, guys, have a great one. It was great to see you. Thank you so much for stopping out here, and relax, guys. 4 picks in the next 45. This is the last time that the draft will be the most important thing for a Jet fan. So enjoy this draft. We put it aside. We get our players, and we move on. 4 picks in the first 45. 6 in the first 3 rounds, guys. Got to give it to Joe. Get a damn kicker, Joe, and you and I will be just fine. But take your time. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Take care. How'd we do here? 8 minutes and 25 seconds. Liar, pants on fire.